And there I was, waking up from a urn. I guess that works. Let's take our first steps, and by first steps, I mean realize just how fast we are. After opening a door here, I had entered the Cinder Vault, where we had to communicate with the Flame. What is this, the Eye of Sauron? I essentially got reprimanded by a candle, that I overslept, and that the realm of Embervale had fallen because of it. Great start. Oh well, time to finally step outside and experience that Breath of the Wild moment that every game does now. Although, I can't really complain about this one. Not gonna lie, I really did just try to steal this book from this dead guy. Guess I'll settle for just reading about some Balthazar guy. Off to the dark mines we go. Or maybe, not so dark. That lantern lighting mechanic is pretty satisfying. And did the game just give me grenades? Hold on. And there's terraforming? Sweet. After finding a hatchet, I finally encountered the corrupting fog and became enshrouded. No pun intended. Apparently the flame protects us, but only for a few moments. Time to put that hatchet to good use on our first enemy, some mushroom skeleton thing, but he was pretty easy either way. He even dropped a rusty sword for us to take. After a couple more of those guys, I was finally out and unlocked some recipes for a workbench and glider. Apparently something happens to us, we'll just come back to this return beacon thing here. I don't really know why I was chopping this tree. The game didn't really tell me to or anything, I just sort of did. But hey, I actually found something useful, a campfire, which I then used to immediately burn the ever-living out of this mushroom. At least I learned my lesson to cook the meat better. After a bit of looting and fighting, this time I was actually off to the plains, like for real this time. This was actually a nice spot, nice and flat with tons of open space for building. I needed a hammer, workbench, and flame altar to really get things going, but I was short on raw materials like stone. The hatchet probably wasn't the best choice for mining rock, but it was kinda either that or my fists, and I really didn't feel like minecrafting it, but hey, it worked I guess. Went ahead and made that flame altar and placed it in what I thought was a decent spot. The flame then told me that there are others like me that also overslept and needed to be awakened. You can also apparently upgrade the altar to get a bigger building area, use it to reset skills, or last longer in the fog. Went ahead and made the construction hammer, which gives you a wide range of options for building your base. It's got tons of shapes and sizes. I don't know why I made those holes there. Time for the workbench, which lets you make blocks, which you'll use with the construction hammer. I honestly misread this and thought the 100 times meant I was getting 100 full-size blocks. You'll see later. Anyways, made one of each and it was time to build. I really wanted to integrate the flame altar as part of the building, sort of like a cozy fireplace in a house. So let's place those 100 wood blocks and oh, that's how it works. I guess a full block is actually made of 100 smaller blocks slash voxels. Makes sense. Guess I'm gonna need a lot more wood. Made some more blocks and now it's time to build. For real this time. Let's make it 2 full blocks on each side for the foundation, set up some wall corners, add some window frames, a double wide door in the front. Also thought these pillars would look pretty nice around the flame altar. Let's add some stairs there, loop them up like that, add some flooring, and hey, not looking too bad. Now for the roof. I think we'll go with plant fiber for now, although I'm gonna need a lot more materials to make the rest of it. After more harvesting and building, I thought it was coming out pretty well. That was until, you know, I saw it in the daytime. Please forgive me, oh great flame. I was pretty confused on how to fix it, but apparently you could just right click to remove the blocks based on the shape you're holding at the moment. After a bit of touch-up work, I was finally done with my first base. Don't worry, I did try to fix the roofing a bit. Now that the base was mostly done, it was time to check out some of those recipes I unlocked earlier. I made the campfire, that magic wand. I tried cooking again, but I accidentally ended up eating the meat raw. Gross. Even left me with this green gas effect around my head. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyways, back to that magic wand. Apparently it shoots ice magic and, well, let's just say I found a nice practice target nearby. Well, goat's down and let's ignore that wolf owl for now. Time to go find that survivor guy, who I'm assuming is at the top of that large tower thing. I tried going across Braylon Bridge, but no way I'm making that jump without a grappling hook. Guess I gotta go through the fog. Actually a pretty creepy area. Fought another mushroom dude, but I made it to the other side with relative ease. The game then told me to hide in this bush to sneak attack a nearby enemy, but what the game didn't tell me was about the nearby bees. So much for a quiet entrance. Me and my big brain immediately hatched a plan. Use the bees to fight the enemy. It actually worked out pretty well. The bees were gone, so now just the guy and of course his friend who attacked me while I was in another bush. These things just not work. Once he was down, I saw a nearby red barrel thing. I mean, red means explosive, right? Yep. Time to finally free the guy inside. Oswald Anders the blacksmith. I guess I just freed his soul and could summon him back in my base with a summoning staff. Thank goodness for fast traveling, so I have to walk all the way back home. I guess we just place him around the base like furniture. He'll let us craft various items like this charcoal kiln. Boy, is this guy loud. Seems he has some crafting quests for me. Don't mind the view. Let's place a kiln outside for now. I do like how it does the Valheim thing of getting rid of the grass around it. You can use a kiln to make charcoal, wood acid, and tar. Pretty simple stuff, except I don't know how to get dirt. Maybe there's a shovel later on. I also equipped this ring I got from one of those guys earlier. It gives a small boost to stamina and health. Pretty good considering I had 0 armor on still. Now for the skill tree, and oh man, does this seem to go pretty deep. I was debating going with the classic tried and true Skyrim Assassin Archer build, but that wand from earlier made me decide to put some points into intelligence for 5% more magic damage. We now had the choice of 2 quests, clearing the elixir well or forging some weapons and armor. Let's go with the second one. Pretty simple, just needed some nails, and now we have a spiked club. He also gave us a quest for that glider, but let's hold off on that for now. I should probably make some basic armor. I guess a ragged shirt will do for now. I still didn't have a bed or really know how to make one, so I just ended up sleeping at the nearby ruins from earlier. Now that it was daytime again, I had to get more fiber to make string. It seems like I'll end up using a lot of that. Made pants and shoes, but I guess I already had the pants. Oh well. I was feeling pretty good, so I thought I'd take on that wolf. It was a lot weaker than I thought it was. Just 3 hits from that club and it was down. On to the elixir well quest. I'm honestly surprised that fall didn't kill me, but don't worry, this next fall did. Let me just try to get my stuff back, and I missed. I'll worry about that later, I guess. Okay, level 3. Maybe a bit tougher than the other guys I fought. Oh, okay. I just got 1 shot. Makes sense. Understandable. Here's probably where most people would have thought, hey, I should level up or get some better equipment, but not me. I kind of just kept going for it. It actually sort of worked out after I learned their moves and pretty much just used my wand to stay away from them. Now to go down and into the well, this area actually looked pretty cool. Nice blue fog everywhere with glowing mushrooms and stuff. I then ran into what I guess was a boss. I only did about 20 damage and kind of assumed I would go down in 1 hit again. So I did the logical thing and ran away. Just kidding. I got him stuck on the bridge and cheesed the crap out of him. The boss was down, and now to destroy this giant root with my shiny new axe I just got from him. Pretty satisfying to see all the fog leave and the grass come back. Use some more skill points on magic stuff because this necromancer stuff looks pretty cool. I teleported home, immediately got yelled at by the blacksmith, and upgraded my altar, which expanded the area I could build in. Overall, not too bad. I felt I made some decent progress minus the whole cheese and the boss thing. But honestly, I can't wait to see what's next. If you enjoyed the style of video, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. So yeah, like always, thanks for watching and see you next time.